Good morning, my dear students. This is Dalvinder Pal Singh. I welcome you all to the e-portal of CIS, the SUA. In English, we have two books. English Reader, that is Beehive, and Supplementary Reader, that is Moments. We will start with Beehive. Chapter number 1, The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. The Fun They Had. I will complete this chapter in 3 parts. This is the first part, which covers the basic information about the chapter with little explanation. In the second part, I will complete the explanation about the chapter. Finally, in the third part, I will discuss this chapter in detail. Isaac Asimov. He was an American writer. He was born on 2nd of January 1920. He was known for his work of science fiction and popular science. He wrote and edited more than 500 books. Before we start the lesson, let us have a small introduction of it. This story is set in the future, year 2157 AD. We always compare ourselves with other people of present and past. This story, The Fun They Had, also compares the education system of 22nd century with that of 21st century. This story tells us how future children who do not go to school miss school. Maybe because there will be no schools, no books in future. This story revolves around two main characters, Margie and Tommy. Margie is the 11-year-old girl who is very curious and constantly asks questions. On the other hand, Tommy, Margie's friend, is 13-year-old boy. He is very helpful and makes her understand how the schools of the past functioned. The story opens with Margie writing in her diary about an old book that Tommy had found. Margie remembers her grandfather once talked about his grandfather who went to actual school where the children went for education and where they were taught by human teachers. She was fascinated to see the physical book. She cannot believe that the words do not move in that physical book, whereas they were habitual of reading through computer screen where the words generally moved. This is the first time when Tommy and Margie are reading the real book. After turning the pages, Tommy believes that the book is a waste, as after reading the book, the person would throw it away. On the other hand, they have millions of telebooks to read, which are saved on their computer. Margie is an inquisitive child, and she inquires about the topic of the book. Tommy replies that the book is about school. Margie hates her school. Maybe because a while back she was not performing well in geography. Her mechanical teacher was constantly testing her, and her score was not at all acceptable. Mother was very upset because of that. Mother called an engineer, who is called as county inspector in the chapter, to fix the mechanical teacher. He came and passed a pleasant smile to Margie. He also gave an apple to Margie. This was the end of part 1.